Thank you, Leader McConnell, and many of us here in this room have had an opportunity to work with Neil as we attempted to move our energy bill not only through the Senate last year, but through the whole entire process. And Neil was a great friend and ally. We're going to have an opportunity to re-up that, perhaps not with Neil's expertise, but an opportunity to continue much of the good work there. So we appreciate that. We appreciate you coming over to the committee. We appreciate your time. We're still waiting for Senator Cornyn, but I think what I would like to do is at this time ask the nominees to come forward and take their seats. I will make my opening statement and ask Senator Franken to make his. After that, if Senator Cornyn has joined us, we will hear from him, but we will then swear in each of the nominees, hear their testimony, and also ask for the introduction of their family members. Many are here with us this morning. As has been noted, this is a significant hearing. It's significant because this is a step towards restoring a crucial independent commission to functionality. FERC has been operating without a quorum since February 3rd for two reasons. First was President Obama's failure to nominate anyone for the two Republican seats that were vacated in 2015 and 2016. And then also, former Commissioner Norman Bay's decision to resign from his term in February, well before it was scheduled to end. And as a result of those two factors, this is the first time in 40 years that FERC has lacked a quorum. And according to Bloomberg, up to $50 billion in projects are now at risk. So we need to move quickly to restore FERC's ability to do its important work. If we care about the business of a critical independent expert agency, we need to have a fully functioning commission. And that's why I'm pleased that we're able to hold a hearing featuring two very qualified nominees. Our first nominee, Neil Chatterjee, is well known to all of us here on the dais. As I mentioned, he has been instrumental here with the committee, helping us on energy-related matters. He is a first-rate energy professional. Almost all of us have worked with him on bills that drew bipartisan support and passed the Senate, in part because of his efforts and his guidance. Neil is known to consider all points of view and has repeatedly brought decision makers with distinct perspectives together, and I think we heard that just now from the Majority Leader. I've worked with Neil now for 5 years. I'm pleased to support his nomination, and I believe that his approach will well serve the Commission. Our second nominee, Robert Powelson, has been a leader on the Public Utility Commission of Pennsylvania for years and is now the president of the National Association of Regulatory Utility Commissioners, NARUC. His colleagues, including several of my friends from Alaska, have recognized his leadership. They've shared their support for his confirmation to the FERC, and I likewise support Mr. Powelson's nomination. Our third nominee this morning is Dan Brouillette. This will be his second term at the Department of Energy, having served as Assistant Secretary for Congressional and Intergovernmental Affairs from 2001 to 2003. And following his time at DOE, he served as the Staff Director of the House Energy and Commerce Committee, Vice President of Ford, and is currently Senior Vice President at USAA. He's well qualified for the role of Deputy Secretary. He has the confidence of Secretary Perry, and I believe he will be a capable partner at the department. Now, all of us are very well aware that the President's budget request proposes significant cuts to basic research and applied energy programs, along with the elimination of certain programs that have proven to be effective for accelerating innovation. And while Mr. Brouillette will play a significant role in developing and implementing any changes that are made at DOE, I think we should all remember that the budget request was written without him. Now, I don't agree with everything in it, and questions about his views and his priorities are certainly fair this morning, but I don't think it's going to do us much good to try to hold Mr. Brouillette personally accountable for the budget proposal or try to delay his confirmation based on it. So for members who have questions of our nominees, and I'm sure all will, I will be here for as long as possible this morning. Should members have additional questions after the hearing, any questions for the record will be due at the close of business today. And I would just advise members to be prepared to report these nominees as well as the nomination of Mr. Bernhardt to be Deputy Secretary of Interior right after we come back from our work period after this next week. So with that, I will now turn to Senator Franken, thank him for filling in this morning on this very important hearing, and I appreciate your comments this morning as well.